with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Illinois about to kick it away to get things started. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Tigers offense will go on the attack first. Time for an early look at one of our Heisman Trophy candidates, and while this award certainly caters to quarterbacks many times, Jesse, this guy's proven to be worth all the attention.
Yeah, he's delivering. And remember, David, there was a lot of preseason hype around this guy each and every week. This dude has been making big-time plays. To me, he looks much improved from a season ago, and he's got this offense rolling.
Yeah, and the quarterbacks touch the ball every play. Their stats are good. Rushing stats count. Touchdowns, obviously, so it gets inflated. But if he can keep this consistency, it's still early in the season. He's a guy that the numbers are looking really good, and that Heisman talk's going to get louder and louder.
They go to the ground. They open the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33. Let's talk for a minute about LSU. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
And it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Running back searching for a hole. Breaks into the open. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. LSU getting set on first and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
Well, and you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. The Tigers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Trying play action. Gets it out quickly. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. It's first and 10 from the 13. Wants to throw on first down. He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown LSU.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one.
LSU 7.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. So Illinois' offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game out. I thought the defense did a really good job at confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out and they're going to try to do the exact same thing and get this guy rattled. So this quarterback, he has to know what to expect early in this one, David.
If I'm his offensive coordinator, I want to get started off on the right foot, man. Get the ground game going. Make it easy, because last week was such a disaster. We want to turn the page. We need some confidence. We need some good mojo. First drive, we need something good to happen early so we can forget about that last week.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. The play action fake. Unloads to the wideout. Working that left side. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark it right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Leaves it with the back. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31. Motion from the wideout. Looking downfield on first down. Quick strike complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Grab near the marker. It's Fleming. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. Guys, LSU has the lead here. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, LSU! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
Bringing it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop. Or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
From the gun, the running back has it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. Illinois coming back to the line with a 1st and 10.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking for a man. It's Mims. Got his man quickly. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. Rides the back on the option, the give. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15.
Man, this guy is so scary when he has the ball in his hands. He kind of reminds me, he's got a little bit of Leonard Fournette. He's got a little bit of Clyde Edwards.
There he goes! They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
Takes the handoff. It's Peppers. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a 1st down.
Yeah, and a really nice job by the QB seeing linebackers are a little bit soft playing pass. Give the rock. Hand it off. Let the running back do the rest.
With the catch, it's Peppers.
You just got to get this guy going in the offense. You got to hand it off to him. You got to throw it to him, too, on all different types of downs. I love it on 1st down here. Just getting him the ball in the passing game, let him make something happen and set up 2nd and short.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. On the ground with the counter. He has the 1st and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
Rides to the back and leaves it on the option. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17. What a great job they've done in Big Ten play up to this point, and you see them now feeling as if they can accomplish something big.
No doubt, Reese, and I think it's a great start to the season. Like, again, you have goals and you have midpoints to the season where you're at right now. This is where you wanted to be. You wanted to be in the mix in one of the best conferences in all of college football, and Jesse, they're doing that in the Big Ten.
Yeah, they've been able to handle the stage and handle the pressure. With every win, that makes the next game that much bigger, and they've shown up on big stages on national television, and they've been able to deliver. This game, though, is the biggest yet. If they keep on the pace they're at, they're going to be playing for a Big Ten championship.
So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Line getting set on second down. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And last week was great for this young man, but man, again, showing you he can do it at a high level. Just working the whole field, using different guys. He is absolutely on fire right now.
7th play of the drive coming up, and a long way to go on third down. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. The Tigers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Tigers trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. They'll send the back in motion. They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Pass in these tight quarters, if you're going to put the ball up, you'd like to think that you'd either have space or get it downfield a little bit.
Yeah, I like the defense understanding where the end zone is and then defending that line. It's okay to make the catch. You just got to make sure you get the ball carrier down in the field of play.
Big fella moving. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Tigers. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
You talk to any quarterback, Jesse, and they love finding the big tight end. Hard to overthrow the big fellas with the big reach, the nice mitts, nice catch by the tight end.
On the run from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The Illinois offense returns to the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Looking to throw, it's Mims. Got his man. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Illinois lining up quickly. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Complete in the middle. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. To the air on first down. He's got his man across the middle. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Bringing the heat. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. The Illini just added to its workload after that last play. It's 2nd and long. Looking downfield very late in the half. Pulls it in. Crosses the 45 out of bounds at the 47-yard line, and a solid play there.
Believe it or not, because of that check down throw, I think the play caller is going to be more aggressive as the game goes on because he knows his guy is going to make the right decisions when shot plays that are called aren't open deep down the field. It wasn't that last time. He did the right thing.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
And that's a big shot, and that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been taking in a magnificent scene there today in Champaign. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player.
The Tigers will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Rasmussen. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive, Reese. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Got it behind the line. It's Rasmussen. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Back to throw, it's Mims. Trying to set up the screen. Fighting off the defender. He stopped at the 15, not enough for the first down, and you'd think we'd see the punt team. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Makes the quick grab. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that one.
He's got him. On the move is the 30. He's loose on the right. Touchdown, Tigers. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Yards after catch. That's what this guy gives you. That was a simple slant pass. Caught it, made guys miss, showed you the speed, and it was pay dirt from there. What can you say about this guy's athleticism, man? He is such a weapon.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Illinois offense returns to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. Setting up the screen. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down. Illinois can be aggressive here on 2nd and short. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
He lofts one down the sideline. Catch inside the 25. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, finding a line.
And man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the bread basket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hope with unproductive drives. Power football with the run. It's the runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. And this guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab inside the 30. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, it is now a final in Conference USA, and a game I think a lot of folks will want to hear about. UCF steamrolled its way to victory. They scored off turnovers, they scored on gadget plays, an all-around masterpiece that'll give the folks in Orlando a ton of confidence. Guys, I look at the preseason coaches poll and compare it to where CUSA is right now, and man, what a difference.
Yeah, about. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Man, and it was just the impact of the hit that dislodged the football from the ball carrier. There was a heat-seeking missile coming in there, and he knocked that thing loose.
Looking to throw on first down. Tight end finds a soft spot. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll move the wide receiver. Looks as if he's going to run it. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Complete on third down. Touchdown, Tigers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And he made the extra point without problem.
LSU 42, Illinois 7.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. Pulls and fire complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
A great job by the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
They'll run it from the gun. Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. Smashes him with the stiff arm. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. The Fighting Illini using that big run to get momentum going. Off the play fake on first down, the throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
When they take big shots down the field and they air it out, I got to trust my technique. I got to stay with that wide receiver, wait till he shows his hands. When he shows his hands, I'm bringing my hands up to knock the ball away. Nice job by the defense using his technique, knocking the football away.
Here's a heat. Pulls it in. It's Rasmussen. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
This guy is lightning fast. Did you see him come out of the break on the slant? QB got it to him early. What a weapon.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. Splits the uprights from 56, and he's got 3 on the board.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Looking for room. It's Reddick. And he'll be stopped for no gain on the final play of the third quarter. Fourth quarter is coming up. Guys, LSU has the lead here. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. They'll try to run for it. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on third down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on third.
Wants to go up top on first down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense trying to take it back. Touchdown, Illini. It's making a big play and putting it in the end zone. Safe to say the offense could have used a few more plays like that earlier in the game.
Too little, too late. At least you got something going. You got some kind of rhythm. The offense put some points up. But, man, if they'd have started a little bit better, they might have had a chance to be a little bit more in this ballgame.
This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Unloads quickly. At the 40, there he goes. Jumped on top of the pile. And the Tigers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Grabbed over the middle. It's Fleming. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that, and here on a critical 3rd down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one? That one.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
That is just demoralizing if you're on defense, right? You're down in the game. It's the 4th quarter. You know you need to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the ball, but you can't do anything about it.
They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Turning it on. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. LSU lining up 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown LSU. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And he'll bring it back. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, LSU! How about this defense taking one back to the house? They build this 4th quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Illinois offense returns to the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Here's the pressure. He's going to take off. A solid pickup on the scramble and slide, but there's a flag down. Let's see what that's about. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Looking left. It's complete. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Illinois lining up to punt this one away.
On to punt it away.
Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one. They went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and to keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them. Or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Going to the ground. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming in the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. Breaks into the open. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one.
First down for the offense.
Man, this is a punch to the gut. When you know you're losing, and you know you got to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the football, and they still run the football down your throat. It's been that kind of day for this defense.
When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy, great execution, just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.